Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very interesting addition to the Captain Willard team. Team Captain Willard. This one's 44 millimeters, purchased on Noman. I think they're sold out right now. This, unlike the 42, has a lacquered, appears to be a steel bezel, unlike the aluminum bezel on the 42. A great wrist presence. Now, as Carlos was telling me, the lugs on this one are longer lug to lug, even than the King Turtle. This is a 44 like the King Turtle, but it's actually bigger because of the lug size. And you're getting a pattern. Let's see if you can see that gray dial. Let's see if we can get some focus on there. You're getting a pattern gray dial, and this, I'm going to call this, my first impression of this, more of a tuxedo Willard. It came with a Waffle, a very nice Waffle strap Noman sent, which some people probably are going to want to put on. I might have to try it. I mean, I usually wear bracelets. This bracelet appears to be a higher upgrade than the, better upgrade than the 42 Willard. It just seems a little less rattle, which makes sense. This is a higher price point. And great wrist presence. As I was wearing it outside, I noticed it was soaking up the loom really well. So when it gets dark tonight, I'll be curious to see what the loom is like. I'm going to probably suspect the loom is going to be very similar to the 061. And as you can see, the 061 has a black dial. Now those are both 44 millimeter watches. There's something squat and pudgy about the Willard that makes it, just makes it play bigger than the SBDC 061. And you can see it's much lighter dial. That textured gray is much lighter in the light there. Now, next week I'll do a comparison of the 44 Captain Willard and the 42. The 42, Carlos has it, and it's running a minute fast a day, and so he's not happy about that. He might have to get it regulated. I sold my Willard to him, but you know, like a day later, I rebought it. I found one on sale, and I rebought it. I don't know. So one of the things I'm going to tell you when I get the 42, I think the 42 embodies the spirit of the Willard, because to me the Willard is a military tool watch. So the 42 with its aluminum bezel and its smaller proportions, I think it embodies the military. This, for me, is a luxury tuxedo watch. I mean, I was putting it on, great wrist presence. If I had a complaint about this, the crown guard, it's different than the 42. It is not easy to access that crown. It's not an easy access. A lot of you are already complaining about the date wheel. The location is bugging you guys. It's not bugging me at all. Maybe my eyesight's too poor to even notice it that much. So fancy, beautiful design language. If you're looking for a tuxedo, elegant version of the Captain Willard, now the movement in this, same as the MM300, the 8L35, is supposed to be more accurate than the 70-hour reserve movement that you're getting in the 42 Willard. We'll see. I mean, this movement here, you're supposed to only lose about 15 seconds a day. I don't know, man. I'm not that worried about that situation, but this is supposed to be a very robust movement. It's a gorgeous watch. It is a big showstopper. It is definitely got this, it's sort of lacquered in this Dia-Shield coating. It just screams luxury in ways that the 42 doesn't. But you know what? The 42 knows what it wants to be, and I respect it. And so that's the thing. Once demarcated the two Willards in the way I just described, I said to myself, I got to have both. At first, I was just going to be content selling my 42 to Carlos because I was afraid they would compete. But I don't think they compete. I think one is luxury, one is tool. And so I'll elaborate on that next week when the 42 Willard comes. So this is, just for those of you who don't know the model number, this is the Seiko SBDX047. It has a textured gray dial. There's a limited edition with like a slate gray blue dial. That's going to cost about $500 more. And you know, the same dimensions otherwise. I was surprised at the high quality Waffle strap. I should do a review of that Waffle strap on as well later on. But this is gorgeous. It's sumptuous. It's just lacquered. It's like it's been dipped in this Diashield polish. And it's very comfortable on my wrist. But I don't think it competes with the 42. I think it's a different animal. And so I do think there's a home for both of them in my collection. Sorry, Mr. Minimalist. So those are my first impressions of the 44mm Captain Willard. Until I do my comparison with the 42, I am out.